Hello and welcome to Grand Tour Nation. My name's Alex Harrington and this is Garage Wars. Our first entry of the week is Erin Westbrook and his garage in Indiana.
First of all, I love the exterior, especially the eagle above the door. Inside, apart from a bit of clutter underneath the workbench, it's really clean and organised. I love the way you've hung your tools up, and if you wanted to go one step further, you could go full on James May and outline them in pen. Even though your cars aren't taken into account, I do have a massive soft spot for the Camaro. Your cable management looks pretty clean, and the TV above the workbench is a nice addition, especially since it's showing the Grand Tour. I've got one question though, how do you open those drawers and cupboards without any handles? Overall, a great garage.
Second entry of the week was sent in by Caroline Moran Thomas.
Sent in on behalf of her husband, Caroline tells us that he's made almost everything himself, including the great looking black and white tiling. You're both obviously massive Ford fans with some really interesting memorabilia lining the walls and of course what looks like two Mustangs sat under the covers. You can immediately see the effort that's been put into this design, from the precise placement of tools and model cars to the window handles that are being used on the cabinets. It would be pretty much perfect if you painted the walls, but with everything you've got hung up, that would be one hell of a job. Really, really nice garage. You've even managed to fit the lawnmower in there too.
The third entry is from Cotter.
Chris tells us this is a two-car garage, but with some squeezing and possibly a lot of rearranging, he's managed to get two cars and one truck inside. This garage is on the simple side of designs. On one wall he has posters of girls, on the other what looks to be a poster of rally racing legends. The BMX parts add another layer of interest to the garage, but I'd like to see more colour. What really made this garage though was this old petrol can. I love the vintage look of it, and it produces a real classic feel next to the cars. Yet another great submission.
The fourth entry of the week is Mike Burton with his garage that's basically the size of a small house.
Straight away you can see a strong theme in this design. The colours are spectacular, as is the design work of what looks like an American diner in the corner with the tiles on the floor, the seating, and even the open sign hanging off the wall. You've obviously put a lot of time into this, and it shows. I appreciate the tiny details like the photos on the wall here being black and white in the middle and colour on each side, and the symmetry of this photo pleases any OCD I may have. To top it off with the vehicles, while we don't take these into consideration, wow, remarkable things. How to improve? Maybe continue the colours into the right section of the garage where you're keeping your bikes, but apart from that, an almost perfect submission.
The final entry this week is from Morgan Meller with his garage that's entirely suited to a spanner monkey.
Straight away you can see the lift and the two track toys, the Lotus Elise and the Mazda MX-5. What a gift it is to have a lift in your garage. I love the use of space and organisation. Then you look towards the back of the garage behind the cabinet doors and there's a urinal. Bonus points right there, my friend. I really like the memorabilia on the wall as well, but what really gives this garage a kick in the right direction is the matching Lotus for your child. Coolest kid on the block. That's dad points right there. Really nice use of space, really clean, organised, there's not much to complain about.
This week's winner of either a lump of cash or an Amazon Echo Dot will be announced on Instagram, so make sure you head over there to join our 40,000 followers. And while you're at it, why don't you follow us on Facebook and Drive Tribe? All the links are in the description below. And if you think you or someone you know has a garage good enough to win, follow the link to our instructional video in the description below and make sure you send in your photos of your garages. We'd love to see them. So thanks for watching, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video next week.